Yes,
Doing,
sir.
doing good, brother. Doing good. Really relaxed. It's Sunday. Got work the next couple of days, so we're good. I'm ready to roll through these.
Feel the nice reset before the week starts up again. So, Hemidemic put out a tweet with myself. We basically, as you guys can see on screen right here, are looking for clips from the Respawn recruits. You know, the best clips that they put out throughout this challenge so far, something that really defines them and their personality, that kind of thing. And we had some replies. I have some over here as well when Brinks and I put out a tweet for a different video. But together we got about 30 clips to look at. So I have them on screen share so we can all look at the clips at the same time. And we're just going to go ahead and see what the Respawn recruits got cooking up this week.
This is God's country. We turn the dirt and work until the week's done. We take a break and break bread on Sunday, then do it all again, because we're proud to be from
Always good to see some
God's country.
like facial masks and stuff. It's always fun to see what people wear when they're streaming and making content for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely, you know that was Cheese. Cheese is a huge supporter throughout the Respawn recruits, and
Oh yeah.
Cheese has been absolutely everywhere, man. He plays a lot of NFL and a lot of COD and stuff like that, and you know, it's not the most edited. You know, it's there were visual effects transitions in between clips and stuff, but you know, it wasn't the most engaging video that I've seen. Just even getting out of an editing battle with Brink, seeing what he could do in an hour. You know,
Yeah,
um,
I'd definitely say that it's definitely just a straightforward clip in terms of the Call of Duty clips in edits that I used to do. He's definitely just showcasing, a quick succession of kills in an area that he's so to speak controlling. Not let people really take the buildings that he's at, anything like that. I do like how he's, from what I understand, is playing music that he fancies and he likes the taste of. Like God's Country is a good song. Even
yeah,
myself coming out of a country town and trying to stay away from all that, I'm just like, uh, I always think God Country is a good song to listen to.
absolutely.
Yeah,
All right.
my main critique, I can't speak, would be I mean the transitions, like you said, they were nice and smooth and they weren't choppy or anything. But since this is like a short form clip and people can instantly choose to swipe away if they don't get their attention grabbed, I think something as simple as like either a voiceover or text
Yeah.
to speech with text on screen just saying like the best 3 kills or my cleanest 3 kills, blah blah blah, whatever
This
that
is
clip
why I'm the
is
best
meant
Modern
to be.
Warfare player. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, something
Something
like
to
that to
grab the
hook people.
attention. Absolutely. All right. Next up, we got LPXDC.
You ain't tough, my friend. Have it your way. Get this on bitch. Whoa, easy.
10 seconds later.
When is too real, too real?
Go!
Oh my god.
Bro was getting pieced up.
Yeah. So is that Red Dead? Does anyone
Yeah,
know?
it's Red Dead Redemption. I don't know if it's 1 or 2. If I had to go with the graphics of it, I'd say it's probably Red Dead 2 online. I don't think he's doing RP at all.
So just straight from the start, you know, like the pop up is there. That's a really good quality thing. He has the voiceover thing, you know, whispering, "I got the sauce." You know, it's a lot of good quality stuff right at the start. It grabs attention right away. You know, um, I don't know if you guys noticed, but like people in chat can redeem stuff to happen in game. It's like an app called I think Dixler or something like that.
Oh,
Mhm.
you're talking about
Um,
Dixper?
Dixper, yeah.
Yeah, he
So,
says that on Twitch.
somebody redeemed a lightning strike and it ended up fucking them up. But I absolutely love when people use this and they play games compatible with it. I think it's absolutely hilarious when things like that happen on stream. But overall, you know, I don't know if maybe adding music in the background is maybe my only critique of what could add to this clip, but I think it's very solid overall.
I say
Okay,
like,
go ahead.
oh, you want to go ahead?
No, you go ahead. You go ahead. You're good.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, I think like the main part of the clip was the lightning strike, but it didn't happen until 17 seconds into it, so almost towards the end of it. So I think once again, like some type of voiceover or something saying, like, not telling them exactly what's going to happen, but maybe like
Watch to
hinting
the
at
end or
it.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or saying like, I was just doing this in Red Dead, and then my chat screwed me over or something.
Yeah.
Kind of to kind of feed off of your editing mind and stuff, and you're trying to get that attention. What if I've seen those videos where they kind of start off with the moment that they're looking for, and then cut to the start of the scene to kind of, okay, what was that lightning strike? Okay, like now I'm gonna watch this video to see what that lightning strike was. Now,
Like use the
Yeah.
climax as an intro and then tell the story afterwards.
Yeah, and then tell the story afterwards.
Yeah.
I guess I kind of did that with my recent long form video for my first playthrough of the First Descendant, and I don't think I fully went through with it. I don't think the final cut that made the upload has this, because I ended up losing it. I don't know if you guys saw that tweet, but I lost all the recording, so I basically had to go through and recut it. And I decided not to throw in the part where in the first 15 minutes you end up fighting something that they call a grave walker, which is just some giant freaking robotic machine that's just got rockets, lasers, and all this other crap on it. It looks like also a lobster, but I used that kind of landing, crashing on the ground, and blowing up kind of thing as the intro. Then cut to the beginning of the game. So like, okay,
I definitely
was
think
that?
it makes a lot more sense with long form than short form, because you
Yeah.
typically want to keep your long form either between 12 to 15 seconds, or if you're gonna make it like a longer clip, make it like a minute, but like have the minute be interesting all throughout,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah. I just didn't know if the
I don't know
lightning
how
strike
you
maybe
feel about
starting it
that,
off there
yes.
would be something that could have been done as an option.
Yeah, definitely. There's 1,000 different ways you can edit a clip, but I mean, you guys know the meme where it's from a movie. I don't know which one it is, but like something happens and it's like, "Hi, this is me. You're probably wondering how I ended up here."
Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah.
I want to
You-
say
you
that's
could've-
Diary of a Wimpy Kid or something. Like they
Something
started
that,
off
yeah.
like
So
that.
one of those kind of movies,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, I think that would be really good. For sure. All right, let's check it out. We got Ghost here up next.
Huge supporter. Smooth dive, I like it.
One's cracked. The one on the right's cracked. Nice.
So definitely a raw form video, but
Yeah, for sure.
I could definitely see how myself being a the creative mind I have, I could see how he could probably chop that up. Good clip all around. I like the gun firing and the dives. It kind of keeps active. About 8 to 10 seconds in, unfortunately, we have that longer space of waiting. I think that's where we would lose the viewership and people just stop watching and swipe away. But obviously, it not being an edited clip, I don't look at it that way. I look at it as what can we do with it kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. What do you have to say about that, Brinks?
Yeah, I agree. Since this is unedited, it's hard to really there's not much to critique. It's just like the raw clip. But I would say, yeah, if this was going to be edited into a short, that long pause after the dive kill would need to be cut out or fast forwarded or something.
I mean, almost arguably, since he didn't actually get the dive kill himself, he just completely cut out the first 25 to 30 seconds of the entire clip.
True.
And really get it into be able to put an intro on there and be like, have you ever seen shots this clean in Warzone or something like that? Because when it comes down to it, Ghost is one of the best Warzone players I've played.
Oh yeah, you definitely and just in regards to the opening scene, he does land a lot of those shots.
Yeah.
If anything, his homie just took the kill from him to finish it off. Like whatever, as long as the squad lives, that's how I play it. Like you could take the kill, I don't care. We got the dude down,
Yeah.
but he lands clean shots, and then he died. I chuckled at the dive. It was a smooth dive into an accurate shot on the ground, but he could use that and snapshot to him laying shots down even further. But like your title suggestion is probably definitely a solid one. Like he doesn't miss very many shots in this clip.
Right. Absolutely. All right, next up we got Black Fox.
I see his name everywhere.
For sure, so oh, we got edits. I think I'll start on this one here. You know, I'm a very hypercritical person when it comes to montage editing because that's the scene that I got my start in. And if you didn't put out like the ideal form of a montage edit, you would get absolutely shit on the timeline. I'm not gonna shit on Black Fox. I think the edits are actually pretty solid here. I like the lineup with the music. I'm not a fan of the repeating the clip like 3-4 times over for some of them. And you know, actually being able to like add the gunshots in actually adds a lot, even if it's not the legitimate gunshot, just add some sort of like beat or some sort of SFX as soon as the actual shot hits and the kill happens. It adds a lot more texture to the sound effects of what's going on. And then just like the actual edits themselves is really clean. Using the same edit over and over and over again, especially when it's something like that. It almost feels like, you know, if you're seeing that on TikTok, you may need to put like a trigger warning on it. So you don't, you know, anyone who has
Epilepsy and stuff like that.
Epilepsies, yeah, exactly, stuff like that. That's something that you definitely need to watch out for a lot more nowadays. But overall, like I really like the editing style and I really like what he was going for. I would rate it a solid clip.
Yeah, going off of what you said, like something I've heard before is like this phrase, maturing as an editor is understanding that the audio editing is 80% of the edit. So like adding in those gun sound effects and even just like a reload sound effect or cocking the gun sound effect would add a lot to it, because I used to make what I would call meme-tages in Valorant, and even like some parts filling in between kills, just adding like a simple reload sound or a gun sound like fills it in perfectly. And and the repeating things, I think it is just a little jarring when some kills get repeated and it's not exactly clear as to why certain clips get repeated and others don't.
Some of them are okay when the kill hasn't been completed yet and it's like, you know, he like plays it slow and then repeats it in full speed and then it goes all the way through the kill. I'm okay with that. But when it repeats like 3 or 4 times, like the kill, I think it was like the first one maybe. Let me replay here. I didn't really understand this was repeating over and over again for a second, like that, because it put like that. You know what I mean? Like it plays all the way through like 4 times. I understand it's supposed to be like an intro thing, and he's waiting for the initial beat drop for the first clip. That makes sense to me as a montage editor. What doesn't make sense is why couldn't he do a slow build-up? Because I know there was probably more before that clip. Like he didn't just spawn there and look there, you know? So getting to that spot, moving around a little bit, maybe tinting the intro and then adding color to it when the beat drops. These are a lot of nitpicky things, Black Fox. I'm not getting on your ass. I'm just a montage editor, and I know what people like to see in montages. Do you have anything to comment on for that, Hem?
Yeah, my only thing was really the repetitive things. I actually enjoy, like, you know, good snipes that are, you know, solid. He has a couple of them in here that I think are solid when it comes to maybe doubling back on them. Kind of give you a refresh, but I generally don't the MP5 situation. I don't think that personally.
It is a strange mix to put both of them into this. I can understand.
I like the mix of it. I like the mix of it because I do it personally. Okay. Like, you know, if you get, you know, if you go crazy, you go crazy. I mean, sometimes, you know, you got the sniper, you got those quick scopers that have their double sniper builds. You know, him being in a
Call of Duty, more or less team deathmatch situation, from what I can gather. He may have a sniper and an MP5. That's kind of what I use. I don't use the ARs; they're a little clunky for me. But in an instance of the MP5 and re-rolling the tape, maybe when I would do that is maybe, and this is all personal preference. This is nothing, but I'm, maybe sliding into the room. I'm coming in to do a quick slide play on you, and it's basically do or die type of thing, instead of just I'm turning the corner, sliding, taking out 2-3 people.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe sliding into the situation his was just trying to quickly think off my mind. I think there's 2 people down the hallway that he was shooting with the MP5. He could have slid down the hallway all fast and then slowed it down for a quick moment as he started shooting down the hall, and then speeding it up.
Yeah, as he's speeding, or as he's sliding down the hall, kind of, yeah, exactly what you said, slowing it down, and then as it's getting closer to the kill, almost
maybe speed it up even to 1.2, and then at that point just had it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like playing with speeds. That's the kind of editor, in a sense, I am. I like playing with the speeds of things.
Absolutely. Brinks, you got anything else before we move on to Party Saurus throwing a rave?
No, I think we covered it all.
All right, bet.
I like the variety. I played this religiously growing up, so I respect this highly.
He's having a fucking great time.
That's all it's about, having a fucking vibe.
He's a really solid, rock band player, too, he vibes the fuck out and hits every fucking note.
Well, he's definitely on hard, at least. He's got the orange notes here and there.
So I've gotten pretty close with Party throughout this entire competition, and the way that he plays Rock Band, he doesn't give a shit about the game, man. He's all about getting into it, just having a great fucking time and putting on a show. He's acting like he's on the stage. I think the best advice I can give for this clip specifically, during this entire part where he's jumping around like this, I don't even think you really need to cut it out, but just zoom in on yourself. Zoom in on yourself, just having a fucking party. Make your camera the center focus.
I'm gonna kind of even one up that and kind of say just enlarge it entirely. Make it bigger. I like what I watched out of the clip was your vibe over the game. Yeah. And then yeah, sure, I watched some of the notes just to see the notes, and like I said, I could tell you're on a difficulty that's higher than most, because you got the orange chord that's still over there, but it's not as often. Then again, it could be a song that doesn't use the orange chord as often, but either way, it's still there. On medium and easy, it does not exist. So
I might even go as far as, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. So maybe even, I know you're trying to see the score there at the top, above his frame, you can see the score. So you don't want to mess with the vocals, but maybe you could largen it up a little bit to take up maybe that open space below and a little bit of the left side, to just then emulate the vibe that you're giving off with your stage rock star vibe. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna even be honest here. I think, as far as even just his stream in general, how do you guys feel about the idea of him making his camera full screen and putting the gameplay as a window in his camera? So flip-flopping it, because the gameplay clearly is in the center focus of what he's doing right now.
The only thing I have a problem with that is then at that point the game is taking away from what he's trying to emulate with the energy, just because it's overlapping it, in my mind. And when I look at it,
yeah, he would have to adjust his camera so he's in a specific quadrant of his camera at all times, so it's never taking away from it.
So that, at least if we take, let's say, trying to picture it mentally, a sixth of his entire screen and make it all about his camera, or at least a fifth. You could even go with a fifth of it. it still have
kind of
gameplay
splitting it
in him.
into like
Yeah.
thirds,
Yeah.
splitting it into vertical thirds, and have the gameplay take up one of those vertical thirds, and then just have space above and below it for his followers and sub count or whatever he wants to add on there. But just leave 2/3 of the left of the screen for him to just dance around and just have a fucking rave party
And
really just fully capitalize on his personality.
this is just the creative mind flowing once again about it all. And you know those streamers that have the little characters, the Pokemon that run across the bottom of the screen and all that.
Mhm.
You could even like somehow make it so that your viewers, when they come into the chat, they have a fan that's out there jumping up and down, like down on the bottom part of the screen, type of thing. And then you can, as they're chatting, you could have them jump up and down and stuff, like cheering as you're doing your set.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think, Briggs?
Yeah, I mean, even in my videos, I have a face cam setting that I do where the left third of the screen is my face cam and the remaining 2/3 is the gameplay. So I think probably the best way to go about it is, at least for me, because I've never really gotten too much into, what is this, Guitar Hero, or is that?
This is Rock Band.
This one's Rock Band.
Okay, so Rock Band, like, for me, the important thing about the game is just that very middle column where it shows all the notes that are coming in. So that only really needs to take up 1/3 of the screen, and the remaining 2/3, like you guys said, could just be his face cam enlarged, and have chat going over. Probably, I'd say, okay, picture this in your head. The right third of it is the gameplay, the middle part of it. The left 2/3 of it is the face cam, and on the left of the face cam could have the chat, just like all along the left side of it. That's how I picture it. Probably be the best.
I can see that, like a transparent chat box kind of thing, where you can still see what's going on in the camera, but just have the chat like flowing through it.
Yeah, so you can still see him and his energy. You can still see the game, at least what you need to see of it, and then you can also see the chat, like, I assume, having a great time from what they're watching.
I'm sure there's a way that you could actually green screen out his right quadrant of the face cam as well, so the actual track of the notes actually looks like it's like going through his face cam kind of thing as well. I'm sure there's a way to set that up.
And kind of thinking about what you were saying, Frosty, is having his cam as the background and then you have the game. I wish there was a way to just like cut out, like, that's the purpose of the animated character back there, is to basically create what party here is doing.
Right.
I wish there's just a way where you could just make it so that that game bars just go basically attacking him, and he's the one just jumping up and down instead of the animated character. So
Right.
like I could see what you were trying to say, because that's basically what that is. You're just saying replace that background with his party scene, but
Absolutely.
that'd be cool.
All right. Let's see what Titan has for us. We got some Apex Legends, it looks like here.
I got one knocked. Nice.
The surprise! I got one knocked. I like the surprise in the voice. Okay.
That was good shots.
Dang.
Go.
We love hip fire predators.
Yeah, that was I mean, obviously pretty solid shots. He said it was a mod versus mod tourney.
Yep.
They were in 8th place, and it put them up to 4th. So I mean, solid shots. I don't really know what else to say about it. It was a raw footage clip, but it still kept high energy. There wasn't a lot of dead space in between what was going on. It kept, it was final team versus final team, so it was very high energy, very little space to run around and hide. Like it had to be all action. So
Yeah, I mean, the clip is doing a lot of the work for you. If you were to edit this and do a short form content, just like with the amount of energy there is, and the stakes too.
yeah,
It's also just a matter, like, since we have the luxury of having his caption on this Twitter clip, it's a little easier for us to understand. So you just need to think about, when you do, I assume you're going to convert this into a short or a TikTok, you need to find a way to communicate that Twitter caption through like text on screen or whatever, or the caption of the TikTok, so people understand like the stakes of it.
yeah, absolutely. Got anything to say on this one, him?
No, nice shots.
Hip fire galore.
That's all Apex.
Fair enough. Back-to-back Apex clips. We got Dalton now. God damn.
I love me a good sniper. Oh fuck. Oh, he spit on that dude and he died.
Jeez.
What?
Oh, don't tell me he goes in. Oh no.
No way. That was crazy. I don't think any of us expected it to end like that. We were kind of like, okay, what are these last 15 seconds going to be?
I was like, what's this? Is this dead time? And then next thing he hits me with a quick 3-second.
Something like that, I actually don't mind waiting for the like picture perfect finish, because it's kind of like, yeah, if it scrolls on TikTok, I'm gonna be like, oh man, it's just gonna be dead space. But also, if I see it on TikTok, I assume it's left in there for a reason, so I would be curious as to why it's still in there. And if it ended off like that, I would be very satisfied. So. Anything else we got to say on that one?
I would just say this could honestly just be like converted into a short with no real editing, just like face cam on top, gameplay on bottom, and then you can use the TikTok editor after you get like the most of the kills. You know, we said there's a little bit of that downtime before the like crazy 360. You could have the TikTok text to speech be like, if you thought that was crazy, watch this, ... or wait for this, ... So people actually do get to the end of it and they don't swipe away. Yeah. But make sure that text pops up right after you get the kill that comes before the 360.
Yep. Anything else to add there, Hemp?
The way he was just describing that, I was thinking like what I had pop up almost like a fun little text that's like, hey, watch this. Like, wait, watch what? But no, I like how, you know, he stays active in it. You know, like you said with the last one, there isn't much. It's a raw clip, but there isn't much to really do. You stay active. One starts it off with a sniper shot. About 10, 15 seconds into it, he just domes somebody with a sniper shot.
Yeah, for sure. Solid shots overall. All right,
Hey guys.
Next up we got Care.
Or wait, before we start watching this, how many are left on this tweet?
2.
Okay.
Well, 1, and then Lumi gave me her entire TikTok account.
Okay. So after this one, I have to go. So
okay, no worries.
let's watch it, and then I can give my.
It is at about 30. We are at about a 30-minute recording session. We could just set it off after this one.
That's
Sure.
Down with that.
All right, let's see what Care has to offer us.
Oh, Apex yesterday? When you pushed that team? Oh my god. Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh!
Hey yo!
There was a lot of build-up for very little ending to it, but I don't really think I mind that. You know, like there was music in it. She was talking. She was keeping it. It's not like it was just completely silent watching her run around. You know, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. You know, it was maybe some captions. I think that could add to it a lot.
I think. Could you play it again, but make it a little bit louder?
No.
Oh, it was max volume.
Oh, Apex yesterday? When you pushed that team? Oh my god. Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Okay. What I would say is, I think I like what you did with the cutouts of like the names and stuff, because I do that too. I think it's a smart thing to do, but I don't know if it's needed in this clip.
Yeah.
I think the important thing is obviously the snipe, and then just your personality throughout the whole thing. And I don't know exactly what your reaction was to it, but I saw like at the end you were like shocked. I wish I saw the reaction.
Yeah.
I assume it was probably funny. And even if it was just like you sitting there with your mouth open in shock, like that would have been funny to see.
Yeah, just full screen your camera on it at the end.
Get a little eye twitch in there. Just,
Yeah, but also I think when you were like freaking out after you noticed that person was there, you could have simply just like to enhance how freaked out you were, just make your face cam different sizes and
Yeah.
rotate it differently every time you say like you know just anything while you're freaking out, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I can say about like you mentioned with the health bars on the side, there's um, I think the storm circle thing is also cut out. It doesn't look like it quite belongs there with the colors. Um, I do when I do my Call of Duty shorts, I put the kill feed like kind of similarly to right there. I turn my opacity down on those so it looks like it blends a little easier with the background. So I put my opacity to 80% so you can still clearly see that it's there, but it kind of blends with the background a little bit. And then I also put a feathered edge on them. So it just helps it blend easier. I think that would make your corners not look so hard with light against dark colors. Same with your face cam. Either take up the entire like top third of the TikTok video with your face cam, or just feather it out. I don't think you need to lower the opacity, but at least feather it out so your edges just don't look so hard. Because it's unappealing for at least my eye to see very hard edges on like seeing squares that don't belong there, if that makes sense. Hemp.
You guys covered a lot. But no, like you talking about the nameplates. Like I'm even learning stuff myself. Like because like cutting out the names and stuff like that. As much as it's nice aesthetically. You said it doesn't really need to be put in this one. It kind of could save you time with the edit, unless you just want to keep a consistent theme of in every video you have every it templated out. But yeah, you guys basically covered most of it. I like the font on the words up in the wildest snipe in Fortnite, trying to catch the viewer's attention and all that. It's not basic, but also at the same time, it's not anything otherworldly. Like it's not hard to read. It's straightforward.
I think adding a drop shadow on it would make it even easier to read as well.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Distinguished.
Yeah, maybe have an outline with it, or just drop shadow outright.
Yep.
What's up, boys?
What up, Blamey?
Is there anything else that you guys have for that one, or is that good for us to wrap up?
Last thing, real quick, since you guys were talking about the text, I would make it so it says "wild to snipe" on one line and then "in Fortnite" on the next line
instead of 3 lines.
Yeah. That's just something I learned in graphic design school. It's like you just never put one word, especially a short word like that, on a line by itself.
Yeah, it kind of looks weird. Looks like an anvil.
A lot of times in writing or in basic, storytelling, you almost cut out the words you don't even need.
Right, exactly. Just wildest Fortnite. That's all you need.
Wildest Fortnite snipe.
All you need is in.
Yeah, all you need is in.
Just put wildest in the largest letters you possibly can. Wildest.
All right. Well, hopefully you guys did enjoy this reaction video. Thank you, Hemp and Brinks, for joining me on one of my last collabs for the week. Man, it's been a busy fucking week, but I've been enjoying all the collabs. Hopefully I have enough time to actually fucking edit all this shit down. But that's all I got for you guys. So as always, remember to be kind, spread love, and as always, stay frosty, guys. I'll leave their links in the description.